This is where this happens, and you can really imagine it in this place. It feels as if this shrine is floating on the sea from here. And I could even enjoy some hot tea in the garden, just surrounded by that beautiful view. And the view has taken our breath away. Hey guys and girls on Ask Japanese, it's Kathy Cat. Do you like Japanese culture? When many foreigners ask, what do you like about Japanese culture? They can't quite put their finger on it straight away. To help you with that, we're gonna go and travel to Shimonoseki to explore some cultural parts, historical parts of Shimonoseki that show you a little bit of the heart of Japan. So, let's go! NEXT! Alright, for the next place, we have to take a boat. And look at this beautiful view. You can go outside the deck and see around the Kamon Straits. Ah, so pretty. Also, you thought the reality of it is it's very windy. But anyways, we were taken a 10 minutes ride and visited a very special island that you might even know from anime, manga, or history. Ganryujima. Now this place here is known amongst people who know anything about samurai. Everyone knows this place because the famous samurai Musashi and Kojiro had a battle here, like an epic samurai battle right on this island. So people who, for example, read Vagabond, they love coming here to the ground where this actually happened in real life. Now Musashi and Kojiro were supposed to have the battle here at 8, but Musashi was late. He kept him waiting until 10. So their battle started at 10 and Kojiro was already kind of angry. So what he did was he pulled his sword and threw the thief away. Bam! And in that moment, Musashi said, "Because you did that, you're gonna lose." And so that happened. Kojiro did actually lose the battle in the end. To translate that, the reason because the sword didn't have a place to go back to, the sheath of gone, meaning Kojiro also wouldn't have a place to go back to. There are tanukis on Ganryujima, wild tanukis over there. And actually they're well fed. You can see they're a little bit chubby. It's like a raccoon? Yeah, wild raccoon, Japanese raccoon. If you manage to see one of these raccoons, they say you're lucky. So they're the lucky raccoons on this island here. But even nowadays, there are loads and loads of things to do on this island. There are marathons, there are festivals, and it still has a very traditional Japanese feel to it when you walk around. You can imagine it right here. Their hair blowing in the wind. They are ready to fight to the death. They pull their swords. This is where this all happens. This is where this happens, and you can really imagine it in this place. NEXT! Just across the street from our hostel is the Akama Jingu, and this shrine is built in mind thinking of a castle of the ocean, inside or outside of it. The Akama Jingu shrine was built in 859, and originally it was a temple. About 1,000 years ago, in front of the building, there was a big battle of samurais between the Heike clan and the Genji clan. And this conflict is very famous, and many legends and tales are spoken still nowadays around that fight. During that battle, the Heike clan was going to lose, and the grandmother saw that the young emperor Antoku was only 6 years old, and she didn't want him to fall in the battle to the enemy, so she embraced the young emperor and said, "We are gonna go to your palace in the seas and jump with him into the Kamon Straits." This tragic story is actually inspiring quite a lot of fairy tales, and this shrine, now the Akama Jingu shrine, was built in the imagery of a palace of the sea where the young emperor and his grandmother can now live in peace. And after making your prayers, turn around, you can see the ocean. It is absolutely beautiful, and it feels as if this shrine is floating on the sea from here. Fugu as the messenger of the gods. Now here at Kameyama Hachimangu, there are some wishing plates called emma, but the ones here at the shrine are special. Normally the wishing plates are shaped like this, but the wishing plates here at this shrine are shaped like pufferfish. Look at it! So you can write a message to the gods on here, and the fugu shall deliver it to the gods. これ一つをください。ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございました。
We wish for 1 million subscribers on YouTube, please. Where shall I put you? Where shall I put you? As an extra little bit of trivia, there's a mystery here. If you look up in the sign of Kameyama Hachimangu, you can see that there is a baseball stuck in the yama, in the mountain middle part of the symbol. It's been stuck there for over 20 years, and no one knows how it happened to be there. NEXT! Now, as a Lolita fashion girl, I usually like to dress up as a lady, but this time I'm gonna get the chance to transfer myself into a Japanese court lady, a kanyo. Let's find out how that looks. I'm super excited, especially surrounded by this garden. It's gonna be amazing. Now here at Chōfuteien, they do something very special at this garden. The 31,000 square meters of the garden, you can book a traditional fashion dress up in advance and then walk around the Japanese gardens, take pictures, take in the culture, the view, the history, as if you slip back in time. So this time I dressed up as a kanyo. And that is a servant who would serve the higher clans, such as empresses or princesses of a clan. And since a kanyo is a very high class maid and they're high ranked, they would also wear more lavish garments than the ordinary servants. And I can tell you guys, I felt real special walking around that garden. I felt totally immersed in that moment. I felt like the whole garden became my photo studio, and I didn't have to worry. There was so much space, there were so many places I could take pictures. It just was a real treat and a real invitation to go and take pictures there. To be honest, the style was so beautiful in that wonderful surrounding. When I uploaded the picture on Instagram, I got such an overwhelming positive response from you guys. Thank you all so much for your comments and your likes. I was really surprised. And to be honest, there was even a young artist named Angela. She drew a beautiful artwork of it, and I'm so grateful. So thank you, and thank you all for that much support. I felt so special. I changed my clothes into a beautiful kimono, and right now we're in front of the Mori residence. We're gonna have a look inside and maybe even get some tea, because I really want to have some green tea now. This is where an ancient and honorable history of the samurai played, and I really love to walk around these wonderful traditional places, these old houses. And I could even enjoy some hot tea in the garden, just surrounded by that beautiful view, like maybe people have done it before me for many years. This time it was also the autumn season, so the leaves were warm colored. It was beautiful, and the Japanese garden matches the nature color by season. I definitely want to visit and see it in another season too. NEXT! We just saw, oh my gosh, I'm out of words. We just saw a shrine right here in the mountains on the way back from the live stream, and the view has taken our breath away.
wonderful. Shimonoseki is amazing. Look, and again the sea. This is oh my gosh, I can't believe how lucky I am to be here. Some of the most amazing discoveries are sometimes done spontaneously, like how we found this shrine. It's so beautiful. I feel like crying. It's so beautiful.
So we are back here, and I hope by looking at the culture, history and spots in Shimonoseki, you found out a little bit more about the heart of Japan and the culture people love so much. And I promise you guys that I'm gonna take you on another Japan adventure here very soon if you are subscribed, so be sure to hit that subscribe button and tick the notification bell. Would be great to see you in a future video. Which spot did you like the most and which one touched your heart the most? Let me know in the comments down below. Looking forward to reading it. This was Cat the Cat from Japan, and I hope I catch you soon. See you guys, bye! Don't forget to give us a like.